Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we'll be showing you guys a new human civilian flood form in Halo 3 ODST that no one has ever seen before until now. So, a long time ago, I did a video on Halo 3 about can civilians get infected by the flood? And in that video, I showed that they sort of can, but they don't transform into anything. They just go poof when they get infected by the flood. And even if you mod it so that they do transform into something, the only human flood combat forms available in Halo 3 was just the regular marine flood form. So even if you mod Halo 3 civilians to transform to flood, you could only give them, the regular marine combat forms until now. So, if you haven't heard the news already, Halo 3 ODST on MCC is getting Flood Firefight. And that does come with all the usual flood forms, like Human Flood, Elite Flood, Brute Flood. I'll do an in-depth video of it soon after this. But what's notable is that this Firefight on ODST not only comes with the Marine Human Flood form, but it now has a new, never-before-seen Human Civilian Flood form. And that is this one here. This flood form does not exist in Halo 3 at all. It never did. So it got added into ODST, and it definitely came from somewhere. But it appears that that it's either brand new, or it might have even been like a cut, variant of the flood that was never included in the final version of Halo 3, and that they 343 just decided to bring it back out of whatever dark room it was kept in after all this time. But as you can see, the human civilian flood form, it does appear to be based off those dock workers in Halo 3. So that would imply, or at least suggest, that if this is a cut flood form, then at some point in Halo 3, I guess maybe during the mission Floodgate, because that would make the most sense, maybe even at the end of the storm somehow, those dock workers, or the civilians in the city of Voy, they were supposed to get infected by the flood, which, for some reason during that mission, all the civilians disappeared. So maybe that's why it was cut. And maybe that's why there's no dock workers or civilians on the mission Floodgate in Halo 3, because they took out this form. Why they did that, I don't know. But it works great in Halo 3 ODST on MCC now. But as you can see, it clearly looks like it was meant to be those dock workers. So that's probably where it originated from, or where it was originally intended to be. Now, if there's anything else different about this flood form, I haven't noticed it. It's pretty much just, I think it's just a model that's different. The animations, its AI, its actions, the weapons it holds, and so on, they're all pretty much the exact same as the regular human marine combat forms. It's just the model is different, that's it. But otherwise it has the exact same animations and everything, and even the idle animations I'm pretty sure are the exact same as the marine combat forms. So in a way it is also just a reskin or retexture of the marine forms, but that would make sense, obviously, because they're both humans, so they should both have pretty much the same capabilities when infected by the flood. So yeah, that's what it looks like. Now I'll show you a little bit of the flood in action here. It's like I said, it's the same animations, same attacks. It's just the weapons it holds might be different sometimes, but that's just the way the game randomizes the weapons they hold. So this is the flood in action, the human civilian flood in action. Now, one interesting thing, and this wasn't totally surprising, and this actually happens with vehicle variants as well, but when you destroy it, or when you dismember it, its pieces, like its legs and arms, they turn back to regular marine parts, like flood marine parts, which it's not surprising, because some vehicle variants do the same thing as well, especially with vehicle skins. But yeah, so there you guys have it. That is what the human civilian flood form looks like. Now we finally know, after all these years, what a Halo 3 civilian would look like if infected by the flood. But yeah, hopefully you guys found this video to be interesting, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, leave thoughts in the comments, let me know if you have any other questions, talk to me to look at, and aside from that, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!